Hello. Day 12. Off we go. We'll read our thing. Now, I have downloaded all the pictures and I've no idea where to find them or what to do with them. So we're a little bit stuffed, so we'll have to make it up as we go along. But on to our story. Day 12. The oasis was beautiful. There was a pool of nice clean water surrounded by frondy palm trees, lush greenery and deck chairs. The three wise men jumped off their camels and the whole party ran towards the pool. The Magi were principally bothered with drinking nice cool water, choosing deck chairs and whipping out their sunglasses. The camels, however, were rather better adapted to travelling long distances across deserts than the three wise men, who spent most of their lives so far in libraries. As such, they were racing to the pool to check their reflections in the water. Happy that they were looking dapper, and after a quick slurp of water, the camels trotted off towards the great crowd of camels just a few hundred metres away from the oasis. I suppose they must not be too thirsty, what with all that water in their humps, yawned Melchior, as he stretched out in his deck chair. They don't actually store water in their humps, you know, stated Caspar. Even while relaxing, he liked to ensure that the other Magi knew that he was the cleverest. The humps are actually reservoirs of fatty tissue. Having them concentrated in one place minimises the insulating effect the fat would have if it were distributed all over the camel. Camels have a series of physiological adaptations. Pass the sun cream, please, Balthazar interrupted. Then I think we should write some letters home and send them to our apprentices. Let them know how we're getting on and remind them not to shirk their duties while we're away. He grabbed some parchment from the bag of Magi supplies and began to write in his neatest handwriting. Dear apprentices, our journey is progressing. You can't say progressing well, piped up Melchior. Remember that thing with the mine shaft? And all the time Caspar spent sulking because of that wise old sage who was cleverer than him. Our journey is progressing eventfully, finished Balthazar. We've already acquired gold and myrrh and hope to buy some frankincense soon. Incidentally, I note that you spelled frankincense incorrectly while copying out the map. Fear not, dear apprentices. This kind of mistake even fully qualified wise men make from time to time. And do not neglect to complete your daily arithmetical scroll. Your learned masters, Balthazar, Melchior, and Caspar. Do you think that was a pointed little comment at me spelling frankincense wrong, and about you getting on with your daily math sheet? I think it might be. Meanwhile, back to the story. Meanwhile, Kevin and Gary found their groove and were fully in the swing of the camel party dance. Wayne had spotted Sharon the camel, his ex-girlfriend, and was hiding behind a palm tree, wondering whether to go and talk to her or not. Look at the next page to see what camel dances look like. Now, as I said, I haven't been able to download this, which probably isn't a bad thing. Now we've got, on the first one, we've got there we are, 5 squares, and then we have to decide. Now the thing to do is break it down systematically. So this one has got this sort of triangular thing there, then it goes there, then it goes there. Now notice it stays the same way up each time. So where are we expecting it next? Imagine that's a square. It goes there, 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 there. So it's going to end up there, isn't it? So let's quickly sketch that one in. Then now, on our A, B, C, D, E, on the things beneath, that eliminates A, or it could be B, not C, not D, because D is the wrong way up, and therefore already we've got it down to a 50-50 chance of B and E. Now let's have a look at our camels. C is, well, we've already eliminated, it was only B and E we need to look at, but we're going to look back at our series at the top. So we've got a camel there, one, then a camel there, then a camel there, and then a camel there. So I think we're expecting it to end up there because it started off there, then it went there, then it went there, then it went there. So here it arrives back here. So it's down there. Now, does that, oh yes, that's B. Notice E, the camel is also in that corner, but it's facing the wrong way. In our ones, its head was always here. They are, hello. But in E, it's facing the other way. Right. So let's see. Command A, delete the lot. Ooh, I wasn't quite expecting that, were you? Now the next one's 2. Once again, we've got our 5 squares. So we'll quickly draw that in. And we notice, that we have camels that seem to be gradually working their way up. And we always have a black one on this side and a white one on that side. So they point that way, and then they point that way. Then they point that way in the middle, then they point that way about 3/4 up. So I think we want them to point that way at the very top. Let's have a look. Let's get out our choices, A, B, C, D, E. A, well, they're right at the very top, but they are pointing the wrong way, so it's not A. B. B looks like a contender, but I think they're just too big. So I'm considering that. Oh, look at C. We've got our 2 camels with a love heart. Isn't that cute? But entirely not what we want. D's looking good. They're pointing in the right way, which is that way. And we've got the black one here, the white one here. So I'm thinking D. Let's check E for oh yeah, E ones are pointing that way. And it's more than just that they're too big. Have a look at B. That's it. Can you notice those are the the dromedary ones, aren't they? And the ones with the double hump are back. I can never quite know how it begins with a B, because it looks like B, and the dromedaries look like a D. See? So the answer was, what did we decide? D. Command. No, it didn't change colour. I wonder why. Oh, no, once again, we've got, should we try light blue on there? Ooh, how's that? The dyslexics among you, that will be going all whizzy. Even the non-dyslexics, I expect, the colour just goes, doesn't it? So we have a tree and an oasis. So I'm going to draw the tree first. We've got the tree, and there's a dark. Let's do it in a dark. It's a dark tree, and then it becomes a light tree. Then it becomes a dark tree. No, it doesn't. I was making that up, wasn't I? Then it becomes a light tree. Then it becomes a dark tree. So I think we probably will want a light tree up here. I'm not sure though, so I'm going to give myself a light tree right up in the corner. But it's definitely going to be up here, isn't it? So I think on our A, B, C, D, E, on that basis alone, we can get rid of B, because it's just B's facing up over here, isn't it? We don't want that. We want it here. C isn't quite far enough. I think C, it needs to be more in the corner than C, because C looks to me to be exactly the same as this one here. So on the tree basis, we can get rid of that. D, they've also got it right down here, so I'm not happy with that, which gives us A or E. We're now down to a 50-50 chance. Now let's have a look at our camels, shall we? We've got 2 pale camels, and then the next one we've got a pale camel, and then this one's a pale camel, and then they're both 2 pale camels again. And let's have a look where the dark camels are. So that's a dark camel. No, it's not. You see, it's very easy to make it up. I try and keep an eye on what you're actually doing. So here's the dark camel. So it's 2 white, 1 dark, then this one goes dark, and then they both go white. So I think we want a dark one here and a clear one here. How does that sound to you? So I'm going to elect for, now E's got it the other way round, hasn't it? So it's going to be A. I do hope these answers are right. I always struggle a bit because Rachel writes them in upside down and it all goes slightly wrong. I've got to work out what's happening here. It seems to be perpetual mystery, really, doesn't it? Right, once again we have a series of 5. 1, there's our 5. Now what's happening here? Let's start off with the ball. We can describe it. The ball starts here, doesn't it? Now it goes there, then it goes there, then it goes there, then it goes there. So it's going middle, corner, middle, corner. So the next one's going to be the middle there. So the one we want is in the middle there. Now the next thing we're going to look at is our camel. Our camel has got his feet there, then he's got his feet there, then he's got his feet there, then he's got his feet there. So now I think we want his feet there. So we want feet there, blob there, which I believe is, I was going to go for E, but of course it is D because there's the camel. It's amazing how all the shapes can go. Did you have one of those moments? I certainly did. So yeah, the answer's D. And these are all examples of movement. In non-verbal reasoning we have MARSC, movement, addition, rotation, symmetry and counting. One we had the other night was counting. Symmetry was the one with the box, you know, you have to draw the lines on that side and that side. And so this is movement. So just be systematic because it can look a bit sort of like, ooh, but it's okay. It's okay. So I shall see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye-bye.